lovers, and welcome to the Woodshed. So this week I want to talk to you about spicing up your solos with a little method of outlining our arpeggio with a 2-1-2. That's a numeric thing, right? 2 notes per string, 1 note per string, 2 notes per string. This is a cool idea that I lifted from Tom Quayle when we did a clinic years and years and years ago. And he uses it a lot in a legato fashion, right? Like that kind of thing, right? So what I did is I took it, and not only did I try to learn it like the way Tom plays it, but I tried to put my own spin on it and apply my alternate picking to it. Okay, so let's look at some chords. The solo that I played at the top of the show was from Catapult off of my record Junktown. If you'd like to hear that song in its entirety, you know, you can search the webs, get you on Spotify or whatever. Take a listen to it. In that solo, there's a lot of this 2-1-2 thing happening. All right, I want to give you just some shapes around D7, and then I'll show you how to move them around the fretboard to other chords. Okay, let's start at rock and roll D. Okay, in rock and roll D, we're going to outline a D7 arpeggio, right? So let's have our intervals first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dominant 7, 1. So that's the chord we're going to be playing over, right? Giving everything an intervallic value helps me see everything on the fretboard, right? So here's root, here's 3, 5, 7, root, 3, 5, 7, root. Now look at the middle string sets. Look at D, G, and B. Okay, that's the arpeggio right there. And it's formed in 2 notes, 1 note, 2 notes. 2 notes on the D string. That goes 7 to 1. 3 by itself on the G string. Then 2 notes on the B string. That's 5 and 7. So when I play this, I can alternate pick it. I can hybrid pick it like Tom. And that gives you some wicked speed when you hybrid pick it, right? And you get some of those cool sounds, right? It sounds all bubbly, which I think is really cool, right? Let's outline the whole thing right there with a 2-1-2 thing. So let's go 1, 3. We're gonna start on root and then play 3rd. Now let's play 5th by itself. Now we're gonna play 7 and 1 on the D string. So you see how I'm playing 2 notes, then 1 note, and then 2 notes. Now we're going to keep that pattern going, go 2 notes, 1 note, 2 notes, 1 note. And you can alternate pick it. Right? Another way that I get into it and I actually lead the solo is playing 7 to 1. And on the back of it, I add a note. So I get that 11 to frame it, right? So here's how I intro the solo to Catapult. And then I follow it up with a big, tall arpeggio. And that's around that 11, that add 11 kind of sound. That's a big Steve Morseism, adding that 11. You hear him play lines like this a lot. And all I did was kind of outline the 3 note per string chromatic thing that Steve does a lot. And then walked up to that 11. So that's just a side note in the lesson, just something that you can kind of chew on. Let's get back to the 2-1-2 thing. Let's move it into another position. How about right here? Now let's play 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5. Everybody get that? One more time. There's the 2, 1, 2. Now let's put it in another position. Why not? 2 note per string, starting on 1 on the A, so that's D on the A string. 2 notes, so it's root, 3rd, 5th, 7, root, 3rd, 5th, 7. So that's like a little nugget that I use a lot in my playing. I use it descending down, like this kind of thing. I use that a lot because it sounds real fiddle-tuney, right? And bouncy. Sounds like something you hear Bela Fleck play, maybe, in a descending arpeggio. I love that sequenced sound, right? You can do it starting, instead of starting on 2 notes, you can do it starting on 1 note. So that's a low string on the root, starting root and then 3, 5. The other way would be play root and 3 on the same string, and then 5 by itself, right? So I've got 2 versions of the same thing. And then I would have, or I would have like that. That one's kind of weird. I don't really use this one a lot because what I like to do if I'm in this position is I like to play an add 9. So I get this sound. Like at the top of the solo of Catapult. I play that 9, 11, 3. So being able to alternate pick through this is really important. I wish there was some kind of secret I could give you other than just stay relaxed, right? It's great for alternate picking exercises. However, I deter the word exercise. I don't really think of these as exercises. I think of these as little note clusters that you can insert into your solos. All right, what I did just there is I put an 11. And that's a cool little sound too, right? So once you get used to playing just the basic chord of 1, 3, 5, and 7, you can start adding other tones. You can play 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 11. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 11. Right? So there's a lot of meat and potatoes here. All right, guys, that's my tips on the 2-1-2 thing. I hope you enjoyed the Woodshed episode. If you guys are interested in helping keeping some of this content going, jump over to patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic. That stuff right there and that support helps me create more content, and I give you guys exclusives. Like today, I'm going to give the exclusive track to Catapult to all of my Patreons. So this is a one-time only deal. All my Patreons are getting the backing track to Catapult. Thank you guys for chiming in this week. I hope you enjoyed the 2-1-2 arpeggiation lessons. Let me know in the comments if it got good to you and if you found some nice usage out of this. I'd love to hear your feedback. Cheers!